Hey, welcome back, Knife Nerds and everything here, people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker, and I'm coming at you with a new video here. And it is not about Spyderco, or not about Benchmade, or not about um, any sort of brand knives, but it is about three knives in my collection that are absolutely precious. And where they're precious is because they were gifts from my children. And I don't know if you guys um, get some knives from your family because our families, as a knife guy, our family starts to think that we are, we're knife nerds, and we are. I mean, I love things knife related. Every time I go to a Canadian Tire or I go to a hardware store and my wife does her thing, I'll escape away a little bit and I'll have a look to see what they have in knives. Most of the time at Canadian Tire, they're Buck and there's some Leatherman and there's some Gerber and knives that I probably and not saying that Buck's a bad brand, not at all. I'm just saying that Spyderco is kind of my thing, and in Canada, it's awfully tough to get some Spyderco knives from just your average knife store. The border has been really kind of goofy ass with their laws on flipper knives and stuff like that. If they come across the border, sometimes they'll confiscate them. So you have to really really be careful of being Canadian. I don't know where near as England and stuff like that, and maybe some of the ones that are in Italy and things that are in Europe. France, talking to one of my subscribers from France, tells me that even a Swiss Army knife can be looked upon as not a very, I think, legal thing. And I think, wow, that's pretty crazy, especially considering Opinel is built there. So I wonder if you pulled out an Opinel, especially that great big Opinel, I think 12 or 50, whatever the hell it is, at this long, you're cutting your apple with that. I think maybe they would cause you the old concern. But anyway, um, these are three of the knives that are absolutely precious to me, and I'm going to be doing a multi-camera thing here, and I just kind of want to go over them. And when our family, and you know what, and I know that people, they don't know what our friends and family, they don't know what our particular 100% tastes are for the most part. A lot of them think that we're crazy. We get our eyes rolled at it. And when they see a knife, doesn't matter if it's a gas station knife or a butter knife, they think, hey, the knife guy in my family, my dad, my son, my brother, my cousin, they'll love this knife. And you know what? These knives here, I absolutely love, not because of what they are, but because of who they came from. And I absolutely love them. And I just kind of want to go over them a little bit here. I've got two knives here. So this is the first one I got here, and just kind of go over my second camera here. This I got from my daughter, and it's got my name inscribed on it. Now it's just, you know what? It's a Chinese made knife with Chinese steel. It looks like an aluminum body, tip down, which she would not know or care that I absolutely tip down drives me crazy. But I absolutely love this knife to my core because of who it came from and the thought that's behind it. My children love me and I love them. Oh, I love them so much. And that's kind of one of the ones here that I got for Christmas this year. This is another one here that's extremely precious to me. And I don't know, this knife here will never cut anything. It's an obsidian knife that my daughter got for me when she went to Mexico. And it's just the absolute thought that she got it for me. And she was so pleased to give it to me. The look on her face when I opened it up and saw that it was a knife, and she could see the tear in my eye, or she could see how much emotionally it meant to me. It was precious for her too. And I got to say, this will never cut anything. It will sit in my little box here. And I actually display this knife with my Toronto Maple Leafs jersey. I'll maybe show it to you one of these days, but it is just a precious thing to me. Now, this other one here is a custom made knife that my son gave me by a gentleman by the name of Greg Paulson. And this is a hand built knife made out of 5160 The handle is diamond wood, and it's a GPaulson Custom. And I will leave his email in the bottom if you want to get a hold of him and have something built. But she's a clip point with this, hand ground serrations, came razor sharp, full tang, and this is a knife here that I'm going to put on my belt and I'm going to use for camping, and it's precious to me because of who it came from and the thought that was behind it. Uh, oh, just even thinking about just the fact that my kids know that I love knives and they think enough of me to get a knife for me. It's something that's extremely precious to me. And this one here fits my hand really, really well. Um, and I love the smoothness of it. The diamond wood. A lot of times people talk about, well, I want to have my knife. It's got to have grip and all that stuff. Well, I like the look of it. I love the feel. That's my big thing is when things are finished really, really nice and they feel fantastic. That's where I really, really love them. Now his, if you want to get a hold of Greg Paulson, it's gpaulsonknives at gmail.com, and it's gpaulsonknives at gmail.com. And I'll leave it in the link too as well. But this is just something that we're all going to get, and probably for the rest of my life, I'll be getting knives from my family, and they're going to be knives that are, for the most part, going to be just keepsakes that are precious to me. And these are three precious knives to me that will stay in my little box. Now, hey, I'm going to give my little box here. You guys give it a little look here too as well. And you can see here, this says Father of the Bride, Angus, July 5th, 2020. This actually came with my one knife too as well. And my daughter got married this summer, and due to COVID, she didn't have the big wedding that she wanted. We'll be having it this summer, provided everything is all, I guess, vaccinated up. And but this is another thing that's absolutely precious to me too as well. Uh, this little box here, not a knife related thing, but it's just something that came from important people in my life, and I absolutely love them for it. And that's where my stuff that's important to me is going to be residing from now on. And yes, my name is Angus, just like the cow, or just like MacGyver. That's the big Canucker's first name is Angus. All right, so just put that away here, and I'll put this one here. This one here is going to go back to my display downstairs, but it's just precious to me too as well. So I'd like to do a little shout out to all the rest of my fellow knife nerds that are on YouTube and even below, just subscribers. Please let me know what knives you guys have gotten for gifts. Put little videos if you want, links to it, Instagram links. I'd love to see them. I appreciate that so much. So now, if you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up as well as a subscription. Appreciate it so much. This year, damn, we're going to hit 1,000. I tell you, we're going to hit 1,000. Yeah, see, we're going to hit 1,000. So that's our goal for the year is 1,000 subscribers to help me spread my voice. All right, this is the Big Canucker saying, keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. Adios.